One day, the Google-minded people at Google decided to stick cameras on a bunch of cars and have them take pictures of every single street in the entire world.
Amazing.
There you go with Google Street View.
There you go.
There you go with it. With as many pictures as they are taking, there are bound to be lots of serendipitous moments of weird stuff being caught on Google Street View. Like, for example, you coming out of your front door in the house you used to live in North Carolina.
There I am.
What are the chances that Google Street View would drive by the moment you were...
I stood out there all day waiting for him. I was like, I could be coming or going. That's the mystery. Well, you don't know.
As you'll see, there are people who do stalk Google Street View and try to create some moments, but the vast majority of the ones I'm gonna describe to you and then give a blank that you have to fill in with what is actually caught on Google Street View.
All right.
If you get 3 of these right, you get to take the first bite of the I was gonna say cotton candy meatloaf, but it's just candy meatloaf. It's not cotton candy.
And I just get the first bite, that's it?
Well,
why don't I get the whole loaf?
I'm looking at it right now, and it is such a glorious creation. You are gonna want to choose where you want to bite from. And so the first choice is something worth winning, my friend.
Okay, all
right. Don't you think?
I'm just playing for pride.
So again, I'm gonna describe some of these. Here's the first one. I'm looking at a Google Street View image right now, Rhett. I'm looking right at it.
Wish I was.
Of 2 men in Bergen, Norway. They are chasing a Google car while dressed as blanks, holding blanks.
What? Well, that could be, what? That could be anything.
Okay, so I'll give you a hint. It's an occupation. They're dressed as a certain occupation, holding a certain farm implement. I'm sure that helps you a lot.
Farmers carrying hoes.
Farmers carrying...
Dressed like farmers carrying hoes. Or they could be dressed like hoes carrying farmers. But they would have censored that.
No, take a look. Bergen, Norway, these are 2 guys dressed as scuba divers holding pitchforks. I can't believe you didn't guess that, right?
Well,
it's so obvious now that you see it.
Where are they? What are they going? Frog gigging? What's about to happen?
I think climate change has hit really hard in Norway already, and that's a water park.
They're just getting ready.
Either that or they just robbed a pool supply store. I don't know.
Okay, I think this is gonna be a difficult game. That's what I'm concluding right now.
How crushed are you gonna be if I get the first bite of the candy?
Not really. I can see it. I'll just bite the other side.
So rest easy. But I am looking at North Winter Street in Adrian, Michigan, where Google captured what appears to be blank, casually walking in front of the Lenawee County Jail.
A blank? Because there is no Is there an
It can be.
A prisoner.
You sure?
Yeah, just somebody like, obviously, casually walking. It could be a robber.
What are the chances?
Could be a robber. I think it's a prisoner. I think it's somebody that has like prison clothes on. That's my guess. Let me see the picture.
Let's take a look. You're right. It is a prisoner.
Yeah!
And a seemingly escaped prisoner. But we contacted the jail and asked them about this because I had to know what was going on. And they said the whole area is very secure and that they do send some inmates out to like clean the street in front of the jail. But you got this one right,
yeah,
see?
That's right.
They're not all that hard. I gave you some hints in that one.
All right, what do we got next?
Now I'm looking at Parc de Valence. I'm sure I'm not saying that right.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
A quiet, serene location in Lausanne, Switzerland, full of gravel walkways, beautiful lime trees, and a strange man emerging from a blank.
Serene location in Switzerland. Now the Swiss they're neutral. That was like the fact that when you were like in 3rd grade, like anybody brings up Switzerland, they're neutral.
They're neutral, you know.
They don't pick a side. Why don't you be more like Switzerland? They do have an army though, and everybody has to serve in it. I have a friend who's Swiss, and he served in it. But I was like, but
carry
it's
knives.
neutral. It's
Did
like,
they carry knives?
I didn't ask him, but I just assumed he did.
I'll have to ask him. Give me his email.
Strange man emerging from none of what I just said helps me.
No guns, just knives? I really want to know.
Emerging from a Swiss Army knife. Like he's another piece of it.
And just waiting around for Street View to drive by.
But it's on Street View. I'll say a sewer or a manhole, because both are kind of the sewer.
You're close, but check it out. A trash can. Look at, how did he even get in there?
Well,
it's
he's
like,
looking for a Swiss Army knife.
that looks painful.
Did you contact him? Did you contact the officials that are responsible for this photo?
Yeah, I contacted him and I said, "What's the story?" He said, "Well, you know, one man's trash is another man's man." That's what he told me.
Okay. All right, I get it.
I'm looking at a driveway in Mannheim, Germany.
Mannheim, Germany? Really?
There's a dog lying next to a pile of junk, next to a jug filled with a yellow liquid, and behind that is a blank in the open trunk of a car.
There's a big dog who has urinated into a jug, which is impressive in its own right. Mm-hmm. And then he's got the previously filled jugs in the open trunk of the car, and he's gonna get in there and he's gonna drive the car to the urine dump spot. I've been to Mannheim, Germany. I've seen these things. I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. Maybe it's a little dog.
So you're saying it's a little dog or it's empty jugs?
I think it's a little dog. I think there's a big dog on the ground and then a little dog in the trunk, and the big dog is about to shut the little dog in the trunk. I know his intentions. I can't even see the photo, and I know his intentions. He's a bad dog. He's a mean dog. Little dog in the trunk. Final answer.
Let's take a look. No, it is a naked man.
That might be a dog.
No,
it's kind of hard to tell. It's a little blurry.
He's not that hairy. He is a little bit hairy. But I don't know what's going on here.
I think that he is, honestly, I think that he's just got like a Speedo on because that's what they wear over there. And he's cleaning something. He's like, I got to get in here with this yellow liquid to clean the inside of my trunk.
You know what? That junk is stuff from the trunk.
Yeah,
you're exactly right. It's trunk junk.
He's cleaning his junk. He's cleaning his trunk.
He's cleaning his junk in the trunk.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what they do.
Okay, you didn't get that one right, but you tried really hard.
I did try.
I got one more for you. I'm looking at a very creepy scene captured by Google on a sidewalk in Tokyo.
Whoa!
I said I'm looking at a very creepy scene captured by Google on a sidewalk in a city in Japan that you've probably heard that part.
Yeah,
I see 2 rows of people wearing blank masks staring directly at the camera.
2 rows of people. 2 rows of people.
Yeah. Wearing blank masks.
Japan could be anything. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like they're wearing masks of like another person. That's how I feel that they're, you know.
Is it another person? Let's take a look. No, it is pigeons. But that is pretty creepy. And the creepiest part is when you move the camera in street view past the pigeons and look back, this is what you see.
Oh, they turned.
They turned and they're just watching.
Oh gosh.
And I guess the Google Street View was on a walking path.
Man, we gotta go. We gotta go to Japan, man.
They were stalking the Street View walker.
We would fit in so well there.
Buying masks and coordinating the whole thing. You only got one of those right, but you know what? You're still gonna taste the candy loaf in Good Mythical
That's
More.
not a euphemism for something.
No, we got one over there. It's amazing. So, stay tuned to Good Mythical More for that.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm in Japan. And this is the tallest Buddha statue in the world. And it's time to spin the Wheel of Mythicality.
Click the bottom link to watch today's episode from the beginning.
And click the top link to watch us eat a candy meatloaf in Good Mythical More.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is going to land. Raise your hand if you're a mythical beast. Now use that hand to type mythical.store into your search bar because that's where you can buy this I Am a Mythical Beast shirt right now.